let's talk a little bit about the latest bullshit, or maybe not, from around the world of Web3. Let me get that out of here. Okay, here we go. What's happening? What's popping? What's Gucci? Oh, that's what's Gucci. First thing, in case you guys were wondering, that's right. I'm gonna flex him so hard you're not even gonna know what the hell's going on. The cat boners, or what's going on? The cat boners. Meow 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 meow. Dude, come on. If you're not down with the cat boners, I don't know what the hell you're doing. My man Frankie of the Bluesies is an absolute fucking G. He is so damn cool. I've spent a couple of nights, the last couple nights, late night spaces with him. He's cool as shit. But obviously, you can see my man over here destroying a goblin. Shout out. Also, dead Twitter app, dead Twitter bird going on. You know, I got some other heat going on. Shout out to Honeybee Mom for making all this art. Absolutely killer. Look at these doggone cat bones. Ooh, and I even got a funky fly. A funky fly. And maybe even the funky flies. Oh, Fly Father himself for the funky flies might be joining us on the Door Show sometime soon. Who knows? Who's to say? Who's to know? Maybe keep your ears to the street on that shit too. Who knows? Maybe that's alpha. Maybe it's not. Who am I? Who knows? I got more cat boners though. That's for sure. I got more cat boners everywhere. And if you don't have cat boners, I don't know what in the hell you're doing. You're absolutely asleep right now because it is much, I promise you, much bigger than just a simple floor price. But we're sweeping. They're sweeping right now. It's going down. If you missed, they are sold out. 6969 out the door. It's time to get over there and sweep you some more. All right, my friends, we move on to the next thing. Oh, that's right. Even though I hyped the shit out of them, I didn't show them off. And I suppose I should have showed them off. That probably would have made everything a whole lot more understandable. So here we go. Come on, laptop. Work for me. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. So before we dive into that, I am absolutely hyped for our guest of the day to join us here today. But before we get into that, let me flex a couple of brews on you real quick here, in case you're wondering, what the hell is an ether brew? Oh, well, that's what an ether brew is. That's your boy right there. The, hey, Web2 me. Web3 me. Regular old knee slapper. All right. What else we got? If you don't like that's Blackjack Supreme. Ooh, hey, shout out my Bearcap Club gang. Shout out my Bearcap Club gang. Shout out. Ooh, shout out my Pop Top gang. Oh my goodness gracious, all Friday. Where's the rest of these things at? Oh, I was all the way over here. Oh, cause we some island blues, just trying to make it. Cause we some island blues. Come on now. You know how the hell we're getting down over there. And if you don't know, you won't know. But you better not meet us there. You better beat us there. Because if you knew better, you'd have brew better. You damn goofball. Get on over there and get ready. All right. What else the hell is going on around here besides ether brews and cat boners? Whole hell of a lot, actually. Actually, some serious shit. I mean, not too entirely serious, but you know what the hell I'm saying. Some shit that actually has some type of depth in it. Not to say that NFT projects don't have depth in them. You know what? I digress. Before I get any farther down this fucking rabbit hole, let me just reel on out of there. You ever walk into a sentence and just say, "Get me out of here" in your brain, and you can't just compute it and get it together? Well, hey, it happens to me too. It's all right. We're only humming beans. Item number 3. OpenSea installs the old Seaport protocol. They migrated with Seaport protocol. If you don't know what that means, basically the protocol is what controls all the transactions, all the shit that we do. It's all the behind the scenes digits and fucking numbers and shit that doesn't even exist. Doesn't fucking exist. Shout out McConaughey. You know, it's basically what allows us to do our shit. So maintenance is all you really got to think about it as. Basically, there's a couple of things that that were really, I read the whole white paper and the whole shit on it from OpenSea and an additional article. So I won't bore you with all that shit. But apparently, it's given us already an estimated 35% savings with the switch to Seaport. So on gas fees. So that's pretty damn good. Obviously, 35% is a substantial number. Obviously, we would like that shit to be all the way down like Solana or something like that. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I can take a 35% hit. That's no big deal whatsoever. Or a knockdown, whatever you want to look at it as. So another thing I guess I kind of wanted to piggyback on that is that like the ETH layer 2 merge. A lot of people are talking about as like it's going to really cut drastically gas prices and this, that, and the third. And I mean, I really don't think it's going to. We got like the ECR 721s, the ECR 721As, the Azuki contracts, the Wenmint contracts. They got the R. I don't even know. They're probably working on more shit in the background to make it more efficient. So there's not really Shout out to all my guys at Windman. I need to have Quig on. I need to have Zorf. I mean, holy shit. Like, just talk about a lineup of humming beans over there at Windman. But essentially, this layer two merge with ETH is not really going to be all that in a bag of potato chips like everybody is expecting. So just kind of be aware of that. That should be sometime late in the summer, probably not August, September range. And then there's also something else was really cool. There's no proxy deployment fee now. So that fee that you got to pay, that like one-time setup fee that you got to pay when you actually want to sell something on OpenSea, that shit's actually gone, or they're minimizing it. They're removing that, and then you still got to pay like a little bit to list, and that shit usually just to make the transaction go through. Obviously, like any gas, but or any tax that you would if you were trying to sell something, regardless. So follow the money. You got to keep a little pockets. Got to keep the OS boys fed at the end of the day, but they definitely help with that setup fee, and you don't have to pay anything crazy. Another something decent. Oh, Mike Malak. I'm pretty sure is what it is. He's a G. I mean, I can't hate on Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Mike Malak is what I think it is. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. They fucking watch everything on YouTube. They just have their feelers out there all the time. So I'm sure they're seeing some shit. They're doing big shit in the NFT space too. Logan, if I'm not mistaken, is building some tech startup or some shit. I don't know. I stay tapped in because the motherfuckers know what they're doing. Regardless of what you feel about the Paul brothers or Mike or any of them in between, like the motherfuckers know what they're doing. So just make sure you kind of stay tapped into their moves, because they're not dumb at the end of the day. But why I mentioned Mike is he actually leverages Bored Ape to take out a loan to buy a $4.1 million mansion. He bought this Bored Ape for $700,000 back a couple months ago, and then he got in touch with Arcade. I'm not exactly sure what all Arcade is. I didn't go all the way down that, but he basically locked the ape in Arcade's protocol, basically gave it to them for a loan, which he can then get back at some point in time. And he was able to get like a $200,000 US loan, which was then able to get him like a $1.2 million loan in order to, or take out a $1.2 million mortgage in order to get the house. So he literally leveraged an ape to literally get 200,000 USD and then to convert that into a mortgage of 1.2 million in order to get a $4.1 million home. That's only probably going to go up after all this shit's over in inflation. I mean, it's not a bad time. Yeah, it's a crazy move. It's a crazy move, and holy shit, once again. So just keep your ears to the street when shit like that happens, right?